Hello, good evening, and now I'm going to describe or explain whole day working, like in the revision time slot, what I did, and everything, which uh, what topics and what area today I have covered. So let's start and talking about all of these respectively. So from starting today, I learned React, and where I learned how to create a project, what is the basic need of the creating project, like we have why we have packet.json, why we have packet lock.json, and what things what things makes React faster, and in which cases we should use React, and in which cases we should avoid the React. So all of these things today I learned. And now starting from React, when we can create React by using three types, like we can create React app by using CDN, we can create React app by using like a CRA. This is now deprecated, but we can create React app by just like a wheat and other things. So yeah, today I learned with the wheat, and we can also create the React with the web. Yes, we can create with the webpack. So all of these uh, types we can create the React app. Even though we can create React within already created app, like within any HTML any HTML part. Suppose we want to just insert a React app in a small area, means small part, so we can insert a React. This is the more flexibility of the React. So this is the most advantage part of the React also. And we can just we first of all, when we are going to create React app, we should know about the React package and React DOM package. So this both those packages are very necessary for creating React app as well as updating to the browser itself. So React, everything happen in the React, but when React manage all the things, but it not directly patch with the browser. So what the package or what the things which directly patch with the browser, that is the React DOM. After the reconciliation, means all the things when created in the React, like virtual DOM updated, then that part directly patched to the browser with the link of the React DOM, that update in the browser view, so browser page. So we can see all the updated part in front of us. So this is the React. And to for the manage all the dependency, all the dev dependency, normal production based dependency, and the version control, means like dependency of the dependency, means it has sub dependencies. There are many sub dependencies which is under the dependency. So all these things also can be covered, can be put in a single place, that is the package log.json file. And in the package json file, we put all the dependencies with the current version. And we can also see in the version control system, there is a some part like it just written in the 3 point like 10.25 10.5.66, suppose this like these it has written. So what is this? This is a type of versioning system, means we can say the last word is a patch, middle one is minor, and first one is major of version update. So if there are some bugs in the app, there are some little bugs suppose, and we just want to fix it, so this falls and this comes in the patch area in the patch system. So if we fix that, then that app only update the patch part. That is, suppose we have a example 10.5.6, then it we upgraded like a 10.5.7. So this is only bug, means this shows we have fixed the bug. There are no major changes and nothing to worry about the with the app. And second is minor updates. In this updates, we just update the any features which is not broke even any code, and it inherit in it is compatible in the previous one also. So this introduce a new features. But when we are going to update major part, then what it will happen, what it shows the total new code introduced, means some functionality just deprecated, and with the just means there where all the things are deprecated, introduce a new code, just like React 18. After that it comes like React 19, means some part of the React will just cast the previous one methods, and just introduce a new method. For example, also use hook also introducing a new method and new things where it has a transition, means where data fetching or not, all the things express in the use callback use hooks. And we can say it is the replacement of the use state also. So this is the things about the updating part and all the stuff. So what is the importance of the package.json? We already have covered that when there are many people, there are many engineers working on the same project at a time. So there should be no conflict about the dependency. So it has a package.json, and it ensure all the dependencies should be same on every machine. And packet dash log.json ensure the version system at the time when it developing. At the same time, the version is logged in this file, and whenever we just goes to the production or anywhere, then that version working on the machine, at all machine. And if we are going to delete the packet dash log.json, then it may be conflict the versioning system, because then it takes the current version and maybe it goes to just crack the code, our just maybe code goes to cracked. So it is very important to ensure that there must be a packet logs.json and packet.json file necessary must be present there in your project. If we are working with many of uh, engineers, and just for the concurrency, just for the accuracy and for the simplicity. Okay, so and also we have learned in the React, like what is the use of memo, what is the use of use memo, what is the use of use callback, what is the use of context API. So these are the topics we have covered in the React, and we are going to introduce like what is memo. Memo basically it is a HOC, higher order component, which takes a callback, and also we can say it is performance based component, and when it enhance the app quality, means when suppose we have a parent function, a parent component, and we have a lots of child component, and we just suppose update update in the parent, then each and every update in the parent should re-render of its child also, to avoid performance. It 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 uh, it increase the cost of rendering. It will very hectic for the app, because when it re-renders, every child component should be re-render. Because why? Because parents render, then every child also re-render, to avoid the re-rendering, because there are no need to re-render the child component. If there are no need, then why? So to avoid the re-rendering, we should use memo, and we just wrap with the memo, then it does not re-render until unless its props are not going to change. And it compares is shallow compare. There are some maybe problem, but it compares shallow compares of the props, and when it find the changes in the props, then it re-render. Otherwise it does not re-render the component, child component. So this is the most advantage of the memo. What is the advantage of use memo? Use memo is a React hook, and use callback also React hook, to enhance the performance of the app. For the enhance the performance of the app, to related expensive calculations. So use memo use for there. Suppose we have calculations up to 10 lakh, up to 1 million, 10 million, 20 million, 100 million, and just want to update 100 million plus 1, 100 million plus 2. When it goes to 1 to 100 million, first calculate, then add 1. This is the more expensive calculations. And suppose we have an other actions within it, within not it, beside it. So when click on these functions, it goes to just calculate the things, and when I click on second things, just it takes the time to response. To avoid this latency, this time dilation between two responses, means calculation as well as other responses, other actions on the app, we use memo, until unless we do not recalculate the function when a dependency value does not change. When dependency value change, then it recalculate the function. that function recalculate the value and then give the value. Means use memo is a React hook, takes callback functions as second parameter dependency array. It recalculate that function when dependency's value changed. Otherwise, it return that cache value for the same. So next, use callback. Use callback is also performance based hook. It enhance the performance of the React. And when we will use callback, suppose we have create new functions and just pass in the child component. Suppose this is a scenario, and it's a parent component going to update, means re-render. That every time it create a new function. Either we are not going to change any functions, but also it re-renders. It does not stop the re-rendering of the child component. It re-renders the child component when we are going to update. We are going to re-render the parent component. So what will be happen? What should avoid? What should use to avoid this type of costly, I can say, costly and expensive re-rendering? We can use like we can use callback. We pass all the functions in the use callbacks. That component do not re-render until unless it change their state, means props. If it does not change, then it will not render. So it avoid the cost of the re-rendering. And what is the context API? Context API, we can say in a React, context API is manage the state. Also, it prevent the props drilling. Suppose we have a value, I want to pass it from the tip of the tree to the bottom of the tree. Suppose we have a lots of component like a tree component, inside the component there are lots of level of the component, and I want to pass the value from topmost component to the bottommost. How it will pass? It will pass through props drilling. Each and every component should pass that props, then we will go to and find the last one. But avoid this props drilling, we are going to use the context API. In the context API, there are two hooks: use context and create context. And we also have a context provider, and it in the context provider we wrap root component and pass the value which I want to pass through that level, and then we can use that value at any level inside the root component by using use context hooks. So okay, today I did this type of topics, and also I did some logical questions, means some questions on the lead code which is based on the two pointer method. So okay, thank you, bye bye.